Alright, hey guys, Nocturne here, and this is part 3 of Final Fantasy VI. In the last part, we met with Bannon, so he was a dickhead, and now we have to escort him somewhere. This next part is an escort mission, and from this point on, there's not going to be any more random battles. Also, the background music is a bit lower, because I did get hit with a copyright not a copyright strike, but a notice for some of the music that was in the last episode. So, I'm putting the volume lower to see if that helps anything. If it doesn't, I'm just going to not worry about it. Just use an ad blocker to block the ads of the people who are not me, because I don't make money off of this. I don't make money off this channel. Not yet, anyway. I hope to sometime, but for now, no. It's not gonna happen. So, anyway, like I said, we left off with the meeting Bannon. We were in the Imperial. No, the Imperials found the camp. I'm just moving myself over a little bit here. Okay, we're good to go. So we need to head to the back. And I went outside and grinded a tiny bit, mostly for Bannon, since he started at level 7, and that's not very good. Let's see. Yeah, I got him up to level 10, so hopefully he'll survive a little bit better, because if he dies, it's an instant game over. So now we just have to hop on the raft, and we're good to go. Yes, we know. So, let's see if the... Oh, the battles are scripted. Okay, good. So, Bannon has the option for Prey, and that is just a free heal for everybody. That's really the only thing you should be doing with him. You should not be doing anything else. If you're doing anything else with him, you're playing this part incorrectly. Well, we're gonna go left. Got these guys. And I have the cursor set to memory, so that way it will just be on the last thing you picked. That way I can always just quickly hit A when it's Bannon's turn, so he can get a prey off. Yeah, hopefully with the music lower I won't get hit for another copyright thing, which is unfortunate because I really like the music in this game, but you know, that's how YouTube is now. Let's see. We'll use a sleeping bag on Sabin, and we'll keep Bannon topped up. Gonna save here. If you want to, on the river, this is actually a pretty good spot to grind. Just whenever it asks you to pick a fork in the path, just always choose up, and it should put you around in a circle. Okay, yep. Yeah, it still does. His stuff still does fantastic damage no matter what. Let me just keep going. We're gonna go left, just so we can keep advancing the story. because there's no need to level up right now. I think I'm good with Bannon. Hopefully I don't get any game overs. If I do get a game over, I won't cut it out, because there's another save point coming up right away, right before the boss. It's right here. We're just going to save here. Let me just make sure. There we go. And now let's head on, and this is the end part of the river. Let's go through here. I think there's a couple more fights, and then we fight the boss. Nope, the boss is right here. And this is Ultros. We're going to be seeing a lot of him in this part of the game. Gonna make sure Bannon is praying all the time. He's weak against fire. And we're just gonna hit him with everything we got. Now he'll always attack. He'll always try to ink someone. That's like his main counter. It just puts darkness status on you. And all that does is make your attacks miss. And this is the main move that, yep, and that's the problem. Because that move does a lot of damage. And I kind of need everybody alive right now. Good thing you didn't hit Bannon with that. Hopefully he survives that. Good. And I'm going to try attacking with Terra since I did her gauntlet. So I did a gauntlet on her, so she's holding a weapon in two hands. Let me see if it does more. Oh yeah, that does more damage, I think. And then you just keep pounding on him. This move is a pain in the ass. So yeah, he's pretty tough for this opening part of the game. If I'd known he was going to be this tough, I would have grinded a little bit more, but it's okay. Just keep attacking him, and eventually he'll die out. There we go. Okay, and technically that's the end of the fight, even though there's a scene that happens here. So he tries to make a grab for Terra. And then Sabin overreacts a little bit. And he just decides to jump right in after him. Well, not really, considering he's been gone for a lot of years, but sure, whatever. More of that Bannon wisdom. So yeah, it's just, okay, yeah, see you later. And this splits the main thing that this does is split the party up. Because now we have to go into this. So basically you have to do 3 different scenarios. They differ in length. This one down here is the shortest. This one's next, and this one's the longest. We're gonna save first. And let's just get this one out of the way so we can unload Bannon as soon as possible. So now there's no more Sabin, so we don't have someone dealing a lot of damage in one shot. So now it's just Terra and Edgar carrying the party pretty much. Just thank God you don't keep Bannon for a long time, because he is really worthless. Okay, and there shouldn't be too much more to the river part. Let's try this. Start doing multi-attacks on everything. Yeah, it's not bad. Although, I will say one benefit to having Bannon around is he does do a full party heal for free. But that doesn't make up for his personality. This is probably part of the problem too. I do have periods of silence. It's because I can't really think of anything to say at the moment. I guess that's the difference in doing this live than doing it afterwards. Alright, that's over with. Now all we gotta do is just go up here, and there's a little bit more. It's not just as easy as going into here, because if you come up, yeah, they don't like your face, the fact that you're here. And they don't want to really listen to anybody, which I don't blame them. You did just kind of stroll in here a little while ago, probably to them a few hours ago, and just start screwing everything up. Yeah, so we're not getting in through the front, that's for sure. But, well, first we're going to duck in here. Do a heal. And we're going to go through that mine entrance that Locke showed us earlier. And now we just have to go through this cave. One side effect of the code I have on, I do have a cheat code that gets rid of the random encounters. One side effect is the game always thinks I have a speed shoes on. Oh yeah, I need to pay attention to this. Around, down there, and up. Okay? So you have to walk this in a specific way, otherwise you get ambushed. Well, let's see if I remember. Nope. I immediately failed. Wonderful. I mean, this is the only penalty. It's not like you have to worry about failing so much that you get sent back to the start of the thing or something like that. Because I don't... Oh, it does put you back at the start. Okay, never mind. Alright, so that way. Up, down, and around. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. This way, up, down. Frig. There we go. This way, up here, and boom, done. That wasn't too bad. Let's see what's in here. Ah, this was where the... Oh, this is where we got... This is where the Moogles helped us earlier in the game. And here they all are. And there is something in here, if we can get past this mob. It's gonna go down, get a rune edge, it's a sword. And then we come out here. And what we're trying to do is go this way, I believe. And those treasure chests, you still don't want to touch them. Let's see something. Yeah, there we go. Put that on her. And we're gonna save. Just keep on going. Keep on going through the mines. Until we get to this guy's house. And there he is. That's the guy who helped us at the start of the game. Oh yeah, they're just reiterating what they were saying before. They're gonna have Terra talk to the Esper. Of course, there's some doubts. But, you know, that's how it goes. That's why they're trying it out. And that's it. So that was the shortest one. Let's save it. Hopefully, in this part, I'll get through all 3 scenarios, because after that, it's gonna be what I call the end of Act 1 for this game. But you'll see what I mean when I get there. Let's get this one out of the way. Because this one takes a long-ass time. Now, I'm going to enable random fights, but that's only for one specific reason. There's a specific enemy I'm looking for that I need to get in this part here. So, we're going to turn that off. Okay, and let's go. So, there's a house here, and this guy just runs up. And now that we have no one with magic, it would be a good idea to stock up on healing items. So this guy has potions, and hey, look at that. I can afford 91 of them. Or 96. Perfect. We should be good. And we're gonna get some more tents here. Let's see. And plenty of these. Let's see. Could use a couple plumed hats. Okay, and that's good for now. And oh, here's that ninja we ran into earlier. Who Sabin's never met before, so he's just gonna say, hey, let's go around here. And he agrees to stay with you. And yeah, he just says that he'll ditch you at any time that he wants. And he's very melodramatic, as you can see. So now that he's here, let's see. There we go, we got him a plumed hat. And nothing for his other hand. Let's see, nothing. Okay. Let's get the plumed hat on him. Let's see, anything in these barrels? No. Let's see. Oh, it's the wacky music, which you might not be able to hear, but let's see what it entails. So this old man, he seems like just a bit of comic relief, but he does play a part later. And it's just a little scene where you can just talk to him. Oh, so they have lawnmowers in this era. Interesting. Okay, and it just goes on from there. Okay. We're just gonna move on. So like I said, there's a specific enemy that I'm looking for here to see if we get. And if as soon as we get it, I'll turn the random battles off again. That's not it. So I'm pretty sure it's around here. I know they're talking about Doma Castle, and I know it's around there. Let's just keep going, see what happens. Nope, that's certainly not it. And that's Shadow's main ability. He just throws stuff. He can throw any weapon, and they do varying bits of damage depending on how strong the weapon is. But for right now, you're going to want him to just throw shuriken. Let's see, is this the right way? He's going to attack these guys. And it doesn't matter, because I am leveling up from this. Yep, this is the right way. Okay. Alright, so nothing yet. Yep, Imperial Base. And this is just a big long... This is a big long story dump right here. And yes, Kefka is lurking about here. And apparently I was wrong. He's not a general yet, but he's just a very high-ranking member of the Empire. And he's not very popular. And with very good reason why he's not very popular. Oh, and there he is now. Yep, not very popular. And that other soldier's probably going to end up dead. Because he just can't keep his mouth shut. And here we are. This is Doma Castle. And their idea of attacking the castle is basically just to rub up against it and make itself work out, I guess. And now they're worried, but fear not. We have a new character to introduce. And this is Cyan. And you will get to know his speech pattern right away. He is overly formal when he talks. So now this part's pretty quick. You can fight the other soldiers, but that just prolongs everything. You just need to go to the commander and use Cyan's special ability, which is Bushido. Bushido, a meter fills up, you dial the attack you want, and then you just wait for it to happen. In this case, I'm doing a counter-attack move. So I have to wait for the enemy to attack me first. And there it goes. And yeah, that's enough to kill the guy in one shot. And then once the commander's gone, everybody just turns tail out of there. And they're old pros at this, so they know that they can just stay inside the castle and just wait. Okay, let's see what that relic is we got. Think it's a relic. Yep. Okay, it just causes automatic counterattacks. Nope, you bet that's going on him. And yeah, let's keep you from getting poisoned since there's no one with magic here to help out with that. So we're just gonna sneak around here. Good dog. And we're gonna hit this. Soldier gets suspicious. And that actually works. And I got that. Let's see what that is. Whoop. Oh, just another thing to prevent poison. So, let's throw that on Shadow here. Don't want him to get poisoned either. Now let's get the hell out of here. Then we'll get down here, and here's General Leo. The one person in the Empire that the soldiers seem to like. And he's a bit smarter than everybody else around. And he's also a lot more noble, which is kind of strange that he's in the Empire, but sure, why not? Just because there's an evil empire doesn't necessarily mean that every single person in there is evil. Although he seems to be under the belief that Gestal is working towards some kind of good thing, but we'll all get into that later. Unfortunately, Emperor Leo is not going to be sticking around here. So he has to leave. And unfortunately, that leaves Kefka being the next highest officer, I guess you would say, here. A lot of times you're going to see dialogue, but it doesn't say who's saying it. You can just assume that whoever is your front person is saying that. And just before we get to go again, yep, there he is. And yes, that's Kefka. And now you really get into how horrible of a person Kefka is, because he's just happily and casually plotting a war crime. And Kefka is an incredibly ruthless person as well. He's ruthless, has no scruples, and is just a total scumbag all around. And he doesn't even wait until General Leo has completely left the camp. Just the second he's out of Kefka's sight, he's like, alright, dump it. And not only does he order the river to be poisoned, he does it himself. Or he wants to do it himself. And we're fighting him now, okay? And he doesn't stick around for long. And now you actually have to chase after him to try to stop him. Get over here, you little shit. I'm not gonna waste shurikens. He flees the second you touch him, so there's no point in wasting any items on him or anything like that. He's not worth it. Same dialogue, and he runs away again. He runs again. And now we have to get through this guy. These guys. Okay, now we're gonna use items and stuff because this isn't a pretend fight like the last thing was. And now that Sabin has the black belt on, he'll automatically counterattack a lot. Like, I think every time, or almost every time. But a lot of these guys counterattack as well. Let me see, will it give me a chance to heal? Nope. And this is the music that got me hit by copyright, so I'm going to start talking non-stop while this is going on. Hopefully it will cover it up. So as you can see, now he's poisoning the river. And he wanted to do it himself because he's a total scumbag. And everybody's just kind of looking at the water. They're like, why the hell is it purple? But very soon you see what the repercussions of this is. Now remember, this game came out for the Super Nintendo in 1994, back when Nintendo still censored a lot of stuff in their games. This part was not one of the things that they cut out. Those people keeling over, they are dead. Including that one guy who dropped like several stories. Like, it's pretty horrific when you think about it. I mean, these people are really dying in horrible ways. Okay, the song is over now. This is when they realize that the water's been poisoned, and they need to go find the king. So I'm just gonna run to there. You'll explore this castle a lot more later, but it's not that big. And there's the king right there, and it looks like we're too late. And apparently Cyan is a lot older than he looks. I'd probably say about, like, maybe 40s, his age. Like, you can always go on a wiki and find out exactly and tell me if I'm wrong or not. So that's it for the king. And of course, we now know that Cyan has a family. Which takes him a few seconds to realize with everything going on. So, let's head to... Yep, here we go. And surely you didn't think that in 1994 the Nintendo of all companies would show a dead kid. Well, you're wrong. And this was in the regular version too. And I think I went through it too fast, but his kid's name is Alwayne. And now Cyan wants blood. Which, hey, I don't blame him. And he just goes at it. And you decide to help out. Do not get in front of him. It doesn't cause any damage, but you do get knocked around a bit. And he just does his own thing. You don't control him. And yes, Shadow's dog, Interceptor, will sometimes block an attack, and then he'll actually attack the enemy. So we do this a few times. Before that, let's heal up a bit. Let's get everybody topped off because they took some damage there. The only thing about Blitz is that when you do a Blitz attack, you can't pick a target. It'll do its own, it'll pick whatever target it wants. So sometimes there's a problem. But he soon gets Blitz moves that attack everybody at once. So then it doesn't matter. Okay, let's get that guy in the back. And so there we go. Cyan just did one of his own Bushido moves on his own. Okay, after that, he calms down a little bit. And now they have to figure out how to get the hell out of there. And they get the idea to hijack the Magitech armor. Shadow leaves, but he's not gone for good yet. And this is where we get into a character arc that Cyan has. He has a thing with machines, that he's not very good with them. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense. I mean, the way he talks and the way he acts, he sounds like he's from ancient Japan, so... Well, I guess if ancient Japan talked like Old English. Never mind, you know what I mean. I went to college. And so you can just use those to run roughshod over the soldiers. And their Shadow just grabbed his own. And now we just leave. I gotta fight some Magitech armor ourselves. You're gonna want to use Thunder Beam since they're machines. Unless I'm totally wrong. We'll find out in a second. Nope, you're definitely gonna want to use Thunder. Much like you would expect, machines are weak to being electrocuted. And any Magitech armor, you definitely want to take that out first. Because they can cause a lot of damage if you let them hang around. And he counters for not that much, and dead. Okay, let's think this is, yep, this is the way out. Okay, and same thing. Thunder Beam these guys. And that's it for that. And now we leave. Okay, and yep, Shadow's still sticking around. And this is where the enemy I'm looking for is, I believe. And there it is, the stray cat. The reason why I'm looking for the stray cat in particular is because there's a character later who I need that stray cat in order to give them an ability. And right now, Shadow got hit with an attack that caused him to go berserk. Basically, the berserk status is you can't control the character and all they do is attack. Okay, now that I got what I wanted, we are turning the random encounters off. Boom, done. There's Dome the Castle. We don't need anything there. And, okay. Thought I turned them off, but whatever. Maybe that spot is like a scripted thing. I don't know. There you go. Pummel that cat with your fists. Oh, crap. Oh well. Okay, that's why. That's why that's a scripted area. Because he leaves if you fight in there. That sucks, but that's alright. Okay. Now, since the game thinks I have sprint shoes on, if I hold down B to run, you go super fast. I mean, look at that. I mean, you're just covering all kinds of ground. And here we are at a train. And Cyan is desperately trying to get Sabin's attention. But Sabin doesn't really listen. But there's something wrong with the train. And now we're stuck on it. And what is this train? This is the train that carries people to your afterlife, basically. Yeah, but we didn't die. Not yet. Let me just check something first. XY down, up. Okay. So let's get through this train here. These ghosts, if you interact with them, they'll fight you. Or they'll join your party. It doesn't matter which one. But I'm trying to avoid fights for now, since I don't really need to. Okay, so this car, you can't get out. And you saw a ghost came and blocked the way out, so we have to go fight it. And that's the only way out of this part. But just hit him with an aura bolt and you're good. Yeah, nearly 1,000 damage. You don't have to worry about that. So now we exit. And this little scene happens, and we move on to the rest of the train. Because now there's a whole bunch of ghosts coming after us. And they don't really want us to leave. So we climb up in order to get away from them. Yes, yes, I know. Whatever. So now we have to leap to the next train car, which it does it on its own. You don't have to worry about pressing a button or anything. Come, Cyan, get on my back. We leap over a few cars and fall flat on our backs. But they're still coming after us. Because they're ghosts. It's not like they have anything else to do. So we detach that. And, well, have fun in limbo, I guess. Jesus. Okay. And let's see. I think if we touch this again... Yes, that opens the area. Okay, let's save. And we're gonna go a little bit more. We'll finish the train part, and then we'll end the episode there. Because there's still more to this scenario. It's the longest one for a reason. Get out of the way. Okay, just keep on going. Go through here. You gotta go over a couple of these. Okay, we just saved, so I'm not gonna save again. So in here, gotta figure out how to stop the train. You look at what's written. Okay, so yeah, shut the first and third valves and then go to the switch outside. So we hit that, and we head out here. And the train is alive, sort of, and it's not too thrilled that there's a pair of idiots running around on it. And we actually have to fight the train. And now this is the moment that everyone has been waiting for. This is the thing that everybody knows about this game. Because you can suplex the train. And there is a way to instantly kill the train. Go to your items. We got a Phoenix down. And use a Phoenix down on it. And done. Since the Phoenix down is something that brings dead things back to life, being an undead train, Phoenix down kills it instantly. So the train decides to let us go. It's not going to take us to the afterlife. But it is going to pick up the rest of the people that it needs to get. So we get the hell out of there before the train decides to change its mind. And there's more people arriving on the train. Basically, the people who got killed off in Doma are arriving. And he sees a pair of familiar faces on the train. Just shoves Sabin out of the way. And that sucks. Not only did he see them dead, he's actually watching them leave his life forever. Yep. Yeah, he ain't saying anything. So, we head out. We head out. Out, maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. I'm going to end this part here because it's already about an hour. So we're going to save here. And in the next episode, we're going to finish up Sabin scenario. We'll do Locke. And then after that, we'll see how much time has passed. We might have enough time to do the last part of I just basically call it Act 1. I'll talk more about it when we get there. So, see you then. Have a good night.